Hello. We are here to talk about how do we structure our packages here at Robert Burns II, photography and videography. So if you're on this page, you're probably very interested in what our pricing looks like. The question that we get is, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? And I'd like to just kind of contextualize our prices a little bit so you can understand like what it is that we're charging and why we charge what we charge, and most importantly, what do you get for the money that's spent. So it's, photography is not one of those things like going to Best Buy and getting a TV. It all costs the same thing and it's the same package. What we do is art. We are creatives, and so we try our best to present packages that people can, overall can select from, but there is such a thing as a custom quote, a custom package. So I want to kind of keep that in mind. Now, to make this easy for you and to keep this consistent for everyone, yes, we have very consistent package pricing. So if you come here and you're like, hey, I just want photography, I really don't care about videography, that would be in this area right here. And so to kind of walk through what that looks like, it's $2,500 for photography only if you're based in the US and you're having a domestic wedding. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you're getting married in California, we should probably have a conversation. But if you're in Charlotte, if you're in Columbia, if you're in Raleigh, North Carolina, if you're on the East Coast, if you're within a 3 to 4 or 5 hour drive, yeah, this is the price. And this is what you're going to get with this. First and foremost, which is a little bit different than maybe some other folks, you will get a complimentary engagement shoot. This is the idea of this is for you to meet me, for me to meet you, for us to get comfortable, for us to get you some amazing photos that you can announce to the rest of the world. It's a complimentary engagement shoot. If you take this out, what I try to do is give you additional value elsewhere. So a lot of people are like, well, what if we just don't do the engagement shoot? Does that reduce the price? No, because this is a lot of value here. So that's something that is a common question. What else do you get with this package? You're going to get 8 hours of coverage. So coverage, what does that mean? That means from the time that I arrive at your wedding, on your wedding day, and you get 8 continuous hours of me being there, taking pictures, and having things captured during that time. You're also going to receive back a digital gallery of your images. And a lot of times people are like, well, like, what does that mean? And I understand that. In case you have never hired a wedding photographer before, what it means is you're going to receive back a gallery where you can actually see your wedding photos online. That's what this means. And so I'm actually taking you to that right now. This would be an example of a client gallery. You see this link right here? You're going to receive one of those just like this client. And then when you look at your photos, you'll be able to see them just like this. All of your wedding photos. So what that means is all 400 to 600 images from your day. Now, when I say all, I mean all of the completed, edited, and selected images. A lot of times people are like, well, how come I don't get every single because people are blinking in photos. Sometimes it's not the most flattering angle. Sometimes the lighting isn't perfect, isn't great, isn't even remotely flattering. We are professionals. We take great pictures. Overall, we can create a very professional product that we would be very happy to deliver to a client. But that doesn't mean that every picture is taken is a great one. And so as we get better with our work, we have to become more selective with what we do. So if you feel like I need every single picture that you've ever taken on my day and you feel like you have to have that, we would probably not be a great fit after me sharing this information with you that this is how we do things. And so all of our customers, our clients, they understand this. And so that's kind of what you're getting is you're getting 400 to 600 images, which is a ton of images. You're going to get me. You could easily add a second photographer, but that is basically a custom quote if you're looking for, a deviation from what we have here. So far, building this package out, you have 8 hours of coverage, a digital gallery, 400 to 600 great images from your day, unique images, not like the same old shot. This is what I'm talking about. You have two pictures of here, and then you've got multiple images, but there's really not a whole lot of duplication of images. So that's what we mean when we say unique images. These family photos, these are different family photos. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about there. You get the complimentary engagement shoot, and then you also get a registered and insured business person who is highly experienced handling your once-in-a-lifetime photos. So that also includes a 5-year physical and digital backup of your photos. This has happened several times. I've had people come back like 3 years later, 2 years later from their wedding, like, well, we lost the flash drive, we lost the hard drive. Well, I don't even provide hard drives. I actually, again, provide these links where they are stored in the cloud. So we actually maintain these photos for years. You can trust that this link is going to be here. Of course, you can download the pictures as well to your hard drive. So I guess what they're saying is they downloaded the pictures to their hard drive, they lost the physical hard drive, and now they're like, okay, do we still have access? And funny, you still do have access. So like when I go back to my galleries from, a couple years ago, they're still there. These are still there. This is from 2017. Still there. So that's what I'm talking about. And then you have the trust that I'm going to be there. Again, as a registered and insured business with a reputation, like my reviews, they speak for themselves. So I don't really have the luxury of not being able to show up on your wedding day, because if I did that even once or twice, the world would find out. They would know that, yeah, he's a fraud. He says he's going to be there. He's not going to be there. So I have skin in the game. I have something to lose. So this is what you actually are paying for. You're paying for peace of mind. And so that's all the things, some of the things that go into the cost. Some other things that go into the cost of, your wedding day. My gear. So this stuff, it doesn't cost, it's not free. This stuff costs money. If I were just to take this alone out, this lens right here, this is a professional Sigma Art 85 1.4 art lens. So if you actually went and Googled that lens alone costs $700. I can tell you this camera right here is a Canon 1DX Mark II. And if you want to go look that up, you can see how much that costs. Now it's not the only reason why we charge money. We're charging money because I've done more than 150 weddings. I've got 12 years of experience. When we're coming with a team, so it's not just me. I have an assistant. Again, we're paying for insurance. We're licensed. These are all the things that I typically say in my client consults when people are asking like, well, why does it cost what it costs? So I wanted to make a video where I share this information up front, because I realized it's 2021, 2022, 2023 when you may be watching this. And a lot of people, they're like too busy they don't want to contact. They'd rather just look at information on their own in the comfort of their home. They don't want to sit down. They might be shopping other photographers. Well, I'll tell you what, if you are shopping other photographers, ask them what cameras they shoot with. If they tell you some $200 model, ask them, does their camera have dual memory card slots? Ask them that. Meaning, if something goes wrong with one of their memory cards and it gets corrupted, are they able to still get the pictures? Because when I shoot with 2 cameras on your wedding day, or 3, I actually have a 3rd one, that would be right here. Ask them what they're going to do when their pictures don't come out right. That's the type of thing you really want to focus on. So if I've got 2 cameras and they both have dual card memory slots, and that tells me I've got 4 memory cards plus 2 more, so that's 6, that means I always get the shot. So those are some things you really want to kind of factor in. I know people want like the lowest price, but like it's a little frustrating when you come to somebody who's got 12 years in the business, 150 weddings, and you try and like we're not negotiating here. We're not doing discounts. What we're actually doing is providing a top tier service. And so if you want that, we were very happy to provide that to you, you know, at like this price. So that's our starting package is $2,500. And that's again for US and domestic weddings. It includes an engagement session. If you're looking to do videography, that starts at $3,000. And what you're going to get for that is much like the photography package, except videography is a little bit more involved. And so that's what kind of brings the cost up a little bit. You're going to get a 3 to 5 minute long modern style edited video from your wedding. That's not like basically I'm filming for 3 minutes. People always have that, like, what does that mean? What it means is this. When you go to the videography tab, I think a lot of people miss that when they're, it's like they're looking at a lot of wedding photographers and videographers websites. They don't see this. It's okay. When you go to this videography and drone page, you can actually scroll down and you can see sample videos. And this is what I'm talking about. You see these transitions here going from one shot to another. You see the drone footage here. You see these animations, these titles. You see more drone footage. This is what's captured during your wedding day. All of these clips, and it has sound too. Although I'm making a video where I'm talking right now, so I have the sound muted, there's sound here. This is when you start to hear the vows from the wedding day, where Courtney and Jacob are talking to each other. We pre-recorded these vows earlier in the day, but also we have the microphone up during the ceremony and we're capturing the audio there. Then we take these clips and we put the audio over it. Then we get music and put that in there. That's what we're talking about. People have this misconception that we're only doing 2 minutes of video during the day. That's absolutely ludicrous. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is a 3 to 5 minute long highlight video that has lots of transitions, lots of cuts, songs, music. That's the industry standard today. And so we're going to contrast that with your, more older school ceremony video that's in the back of the room, one camera, and we just get the audio for that. That is an option. That's more of a custom option. Why is it? Is because it requires one camera mounted on a tripod, not touched. You need to have at least 2 cameras to do that. You have one camera just sitting on a tripod and it doesn't move. But to do this type of video that you're looking at right here, you need another dedicated camera that somebody is manning. Maybe somebody has a monopod, or we have a gimbal. We have all of that stuff and we use that. So when we're coming as a team on your wedding day, we're coming with multiple cameras, multiple videographer, multiple photographers. We're not coming with 20 people, but we are coming with 2 or 3. And that's how we're able to get this video right here that you see. So when you look at this package, you're like, okay, what's the price? The price is $3,000 for videography. And what you're going to get is just what you saw, a 3 to 5 minute video that's in that modern editing style. I can tell you that 80%, maybe 90% of my brides these days, my couples, are asking for this. So when people come to me and they're like, hey, can I have like this 40-minute old school video? I'm like, certainly, but it's not going to be $3,000. It's probably going to be closer to $4,000 because, again, these cameras cost money and we need somebody to man them. So if you want that, fine. But please be coming ready to pay closer to $4,000 for that product. Is that fair? I think it is. So another thing that you're going to get is complimentary drone footage. That's not typical in this industry, but it is standard for me. Why am I offering that? Because I want you as the bride and the groom to get the most value. So these things, here's the drone. This is what we're using, in case you don't know. This is the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. This drone, it standardly costs about $2,000. When we come, we're coming with extra batteries. Why is that? because the batteries only give you 15 minutes of fly time. And when you're flying, you have all kinds of things that you have to factor in. So it's not so easy to just put the drone up one time and get the perfect shot. Even me, who's licensed and certified to do this, I had to spend dozens of hours to actually get that certification, and I've spent hundreds of hours in the sky. This is how many batteries I'm coming to your wedding with. Each one of those batteries costs $150. So just want you to know, basically, we've invested in this business. And so that's one of the things that we're bringing to you. You're going to reap all of those benefits when you spend some money with us. That's what you're paying for. Let's just keep this all the way 100. So again, you're going to get 5-year physical and digital backup of your photos, and your video is going to be hosted on YouTube as an unlisted video. It's private, so it doesn't have to be public. If you'd like it to be public, fantastic. But that's there too, so it's hosted in the cloud. So you're going to get these things for your $3,000 to $4,000, depending on if that full ceremony video is important to you. Now, there is one important thing with both of these packages that we should just keep in mind. A lot of times people are asking for this raw footage. We want raw footage, right? Well, I wanted to point your attention right now to my Win on Your Wedding Day YouTube channel, where you can watch this video right here, raw wedding video footage, and do you really want that? If you really think you want that, I highly suggest you watch this video, and you can get there from typing in how to win on your wedding day and watching that video. That would be what I recommend if you think that you want that, because basically you really should watch that video. So if you're looking for a package where it is a combined photography and videography, we would look at that like, if you have not done your engagement session yet, we would call this an everything package, because what that includes is your engagement session is complimentary. You're going to get your wedding photo and your wedding video, and you're going to get like the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle. That's why we call it the everything. You automatically get a second shooter. It's very lovely. So this is a very competitive price. And a lot of times people come to me and they're like, again, the price. Can we get it lower? No, you cannot get it lower. I'll tell you why. Just keeping it a buck here. If you go to anybody else in the Charlotte area, in the Raleigh area, Asheville area, anywhere in this whole 4-hour radius of North Carolina that I live in, they're all going to charge you $6,000, $6,500, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000. Go do your research and you will find that my price is ridiculous for everything that we're offering, together. To get an engagement session, your wedding, 10 hours on your wedding day, 400 to 600 photos, 3 to 5 minute long video, 2 photographers and assistant, drone footage, and then again, a registered, insured, and highly experienced business that has 12 years of doing this and shot over 150 weddings. There's not many other people that are offering all of that at this price. And so I think this price is a steal of a deal. So keep that in mind. Again, keep in mind what we're talking about, what you're investing in. It's not just a guy with a camera. That's not what it is. So, I just make this video to help ease concerns about what it is that people are getting. Now, if you are getting married outside of the United States, you definitely want to just contact me. The rates are going to start at $3,000 to $4,000 because for all the things we're talking about, there's travel involved. If you are into the idea of compensating for travel costs, that is an option, but you would need to contact me. That's the best way to go about this. And I highly suggest you be as transparent as possible about your budget, because I have been doing this for a very long time, very long. It's as long as some people go to school for. So I need you to be as transparent as possible here. And when you do that, I will be as transparent as possible about keeping this as reasonable as a cost for you. If you are not transparent and say you hit this instead of what you really like to spend, we're not gonna be a good fit. So I just be honest, and I'll be very honest with you, because I do this work for reasons more than just money. As a matter of fact, I quit my job because this is a passion for me. This is what I love to do. I have spent my entire adult life trying to find something that is, that is a creative outlet for me. It allows me to work with people. It allows me to have this sense of individuality. It allows me to, all of these different things to express myself. So I love doing this work, but you really want to check this part out on my website, because these are reasons why we might be a really great fit. So if you come and you're interested in the work that I do, you like the product that I have as far as what it's going to look like, and you're looking for the experience, I would highly suggest that you reach out. But if you read this page and you see these videos and you feel like we might not be a good fit, then let's not waste each other's time, because I can tell you right now, I have 30 plus weddings for the next 2 years. So I am interested in only working with people who feel like we would be a great fit and are ready to not insult me as an artist, honestly. So I'm not going to insult you as a couple. And I can tell you, when you look at these reviews, you can just read what people say themselves about the experience of working with me and my team. And then you read the reviews and make your decision for yourself. But when you're spending money, I'm guaranteed going to be there. I use a contract, a several page contract that is protecting both of us. I have processes in place to make your life easy, not just on your wedding day, but in the months leading up to your wedding day. We use photo checklists to make sure that when the pictures that you want for your wedding album, that we're getting them. And we have digital galleries to deliver your images. We use Dropbox, YouTube to make sure that you get in your video and it's staying in the cloud. We have invested in our hardware and our software. We use Adobe Photoshop. We use Adobe Premiere. We use Final Cut for our video editing. We have done everything that we can do to make life really easy and efficient here, for not only for you, but also for myself, in making this product really great for you. So those are some reasons why we charge what we charge, and we thank you for watching this video. Contact me if you have further questions, okay?